Tonight on News 5 Live, the PUP National Executive tells Deputy Mayor Alan Pollard to wait his turn. Over 120 applications for candidates to participate in the 2024 municipals. Prime Minister John Bersenio confirms the Cabinet Secretary's slip-up regarding Andre Perez's monthly salary. But will the embattled area representative return the funds? And Kevin Cadle steps down as the director of the Department of Youth Services. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Number one caller. Number one caller. Hey, number one caller. You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart got you back. For the best service coverage. All we know that smart got you back. Travel and connect everywhere. You know that smart got you back. Smart record that'll go a long, long way. All we know that smart got you back. Yeah, Ben. Let's go. Yeah, Ben. This is our smart offer. Prepaid. Bundle. Postpaid. Roaming. Please don't forget the broadband and the prepaid. Best deals and bundles. No care what they say. Broadband for the family. You dollar. When I long way. The roaming. Connect everywhere. The promos. That's their family. Style up easy as 1, 2, 3, let's go. Ooh. Every caller is the number one caller with smart. Bringing people together.
Get ready, babe. We're going on a vacation.
Finally, where are we going?
Don't worry, babe. I have we covered.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yes, babe. Oh, right there, see? Babe, the price me too good to be true. Me look much more better in that picture.
When life throws you a curveball, Belize Bank has your back. With our online financing, you can turn any vacation mishap into a dream getaway.
Cheers to Belize Bank for making our dream vacation a reality.
Thanks to you, babe, to turn things around.
No thanks to you, cheapo.
Ouch.
Experience the future of financing with Belize Bank online, where you can secure funds for anything, from anywhere, at any time, all without stepping foot in a bank. Apply for a loan today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Caribbean Sprinter is proud to offer our best available rates to Belize residents online at sprinter.bz. Register today for our Sprinter Rewards program located on the resident section of our website. Skip the line when you book online with online check-in.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, aka the King of Caribbean Comedy, and for the first time ever, I'm gonna be in Belize. That's right, it's all about Belize Comedy Entertainment Presents.
No, September the 30th, you know, make sure you do live and direct, you understand? Make sure you get the money and those seconds, you know, check. Cause the rest of the I don't know, it's like a mad.
That's right, featuring Major Hype, White Yardie, and much more. It's gonna be crazy. Make sure y'all there. You know that it's already. Get your tickets right now.
In the fire for that comedy show, I want you.
Mr. President, as Belize and Guatemala continue to pursue the peaceful, just, and final resolution of Guatemala's claim to Belizean territory before the International Court of Justice, illegal incursions by Guatemalans continue. Recently, Guatemalan military forces illegally entered Belizean waters and unlawfully removed Belizean flags placed on Belizean soil. Deforestation, cattle ranching, and cultivation of illegal drugs by Guatemalans continue in remote and protected areas of Belize. These activities are contrary to international law and good neighborliness. Concluding a Sarsoon protocol to avoid unnecessary incidents in our southern and maritime space remains outstanding but necessary.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, September 25th. I am Sabrina Daly. The leadership of the People's United Party met at Independence Hall this morning, where the national executive discussed a number of issues as it relates to the municipal elections slated for March 2024. According to the chairman of the ruling party, as many as 125 applications were turned in, indicating a growing interest among Belizeans across all 9 municipalities to participate in the national vote next year. But where does the hierarchy of the PUP stand on the Belize City Council debacle, where Deputy Mayor Alan Pollard was intent on running against incumbent Mayor Bernard Wagner? Earlier today, PUP Chairman Henry Charles Usher spoke with reporters at the conclusion of the meeting and informed that the National Executive has accepted recommendations made by the National Campaign Manager. It is also confirmed that a convention will be held in Belize City on November 5th. However, Usher stopped short of sharing whether it will be an endorsement of Mayor Wagner's candidacy.
The National Executive met in regular session this morning. We got a full report from the National Campaign Manager in reference to the 9 municipalities. As you may know, vetting committees were established in each of these municipalities to go over all the applications. Just to recap, we got 125 applications countrywide. There were 24 applications for mayor and 101 applications for councillor candidates. So it was, we went through all of those with the National Campaign Manager, the recommendations being brought forward, and the National Executive approved the recommendations made by the National Campaign Manager.
How does that number compare to what was submitted for the previous municipals?
I don't remember the numbers from the previous municipals, but it's certainly more than the last time.
And so then in relation to Deputy Mayor, or Belize City, will Mayor Wagner be endorsed as your mayoral candidate?
The recommendations coming were approved, but we have to reach out to our candidates first. We can't allow the media to have that first. We have to reach out to all our candidates countrywide before we can make it public. That's fair enough, don't you think?
On September 21st, Pollard and his supporters, donning his campaign shirts, joined the Independence Day Parade in Belize City. His participation in the procession rubbed several of his fellow councillors the wrong way, as it was seen as the deputy mayor doing his own thing, despite the party's intention to endorse the sitting mayor. But what's the impression that the party chairman had of Pollard's decision to enter the parade?
Alan Pollard was part of the unity parade that we had out there. I didn't see it as campaigning. I believe that we had a massive parade. You guys saw the pictures, saw the videos. It just showed a unified force the People's United Party, making sure that we are ready for the municipal elections in March of 24.
Where does the party's support lie at this moment? I know you said you want to speak to the candidates first, but where does the party's support lie?
Our party always supports all of our candidates, Vijay, and we are making sure that we have a process, a vetting process that has been completed for all 9 municipalities. Those recommendations were made. We had discussions this morning. Perhaps there were some disagreements with some of them, but in the end, the unanimous position was taken, and that's the position that the party will now take.
Do you see maybe an issue arising within the party if indeed there is a decision to not hold a convention for a mayoral candidate?
I believe that there are always persons who feel a bit disappointed, but certainly I feel that the party has made the decisions going through a very tedious process. Even Channel 7 says, man, the party, they take long for come up with their candidates, but it is a process. We had to go through 125 applications, and this was countrywide.
Prime Minister John Briceño has also weighed in on the situation involving Deputy Mayor Pollard. It is an interesting scenario, as on the one hand, the party is appealing to younger candidates to participate in governance. But on the other, Pollard is essentially being told to wait his turn.
I think that Alan has tremendous, he has a very bright future and tremendous talent, and a very sincere young man that really wants to do a difference in his community, particularly the south side of Belize City. He is a shining example of a young person that if he's determined, he could make things happen. And also to correct the record, and you're hardly wrong, but you're wrong. The first time I ran in 1993, I ran as an area representative. Then in 1994, for some reason, they convinced me to go around for the municipal. The UDP bossed way all over the country, but we win in our job. We won 3, and I tapped the polls, so I did well. But the point is that there's a time for everything, and I think that the young man, I mean, in whichever position we put him, I think he will do well. And I'll just tell him, my recommendation to him, just sit back and think things through as to what are your real objectives, what are your long-term objectives, and do not lose sight of that.
Prime Minister Briceño also responded to questions on Minister Perez's salary. The last time reporters caught up with the PM in San Pedro, he indicated that Belize Rural South Area representative was on a leave of absence without his ministerial salary. But 3 weeks after his leave of absence was granted, a Government of Belize payslip surfaced showing that he was still being paid in full. The Cabinet Secretary Stuart Leslie later explained that he failed to inform the finance officer to cut Perez's pay. Today, PM Briceño was asked if CabSec Leslie is taking the fall for him.
Really, you ask me that question, honestly, I feel offended. Because when I gave when I said that he was, not juice. I mean, I'm being honest. I mean, guys, no, but it's true. It's true because you basically are telling me that I'm lying. I said that he asked for a leave of absence, and it's an unpaid leave of absence. He's not a cabinet minister, so how can he get his salary? Let's start on the basis. And it seems that indeed the cabinet secretary forgot to pass it on down the chain of command that he should not get that salary. We're hoping now that the CabSec will speak to him, that probably will have to refund that first part that he got, because he was not a minister of cabinet.
But still gets paid as era rep.
Sorry?
Still gets paid as
of course, he's still the era rep. And he get the constituency development fund and so forth, because he's still the representative for Belize Rural. So.
And the fact that there's been no police report filed against him.
That's the point.
Prime Minister Briceño was also asked about the holdup with the 22,000 signed petitions that Oceania delivered to the Governor General back in June. The petition is to trigger a referendum before the moratorium on offshore drilling is ever lifted. By law, those signatures should have already been received and either verified or denied. When asked if his government is willfully ignoring the petitions, he responded by saying they have decided on a different course of action.
I don't think it's a matter of willfully ignoring it, but we felt that since we already have the People's Constitutional Commission ongoing right now, that would be the best place to be able to address it through the PCC, since they were asking even for the amendment of the Constitution. So we felt that it would have been best to do that. But what we've done as a compromise with them, we're working on an amendment, basically, as what we did with the marijuana issue, that whenever, should the day come that we want to do any kind of exploration in the sea or the ocean, it depends on, which way they want to take, that then we will then have a referendum. I've not seen the exact wording, but pretty much that's what the Attorney General just briefly shared with me, and I think probably next cabinet next week, he will then bring the actual proposal and the wording.
The law says within X number of days, a referendum is triggered if the signatures are certified. You all are playing with the law, it would appear.
Absolutely not. It just so happened that at this moment, we have appointed by law, voted in National Assembly, the People's Constitutional Commission. And so we felt, why go through that? Why spend millions of dollars in a referendum when the People's Constitutional Commission, the commission is going around countrywide getting recommendations from the different groups of people, different communities, and I hope that within a year's time, I think they are probably, at least 6 months, they can come up with a bunch of recommendations to myself as a Prime Minister as to the way going forward. So I think it was just the opportune time. It's just a matter of timing, and that this is happening at the same time. Obviously, if the PCC was not in effect at that moment, then the law is a law. We'll probably have to go ahead with the referendum.
Coming up, a man stabbed during fight in Belmopan. We'll have more details when we come back.
Pull up. When I'm at ass feet, right? Well, I hope I'm ready, because the next big thing, Yo, brother, the next big thing hope I'm ready. The big thing to come. When I ask feet, right? Well, I hope I'm ready, because the next big thing, Well, I hope you're ready, because the next big thing is coming. Never worry about it. When I'm at ass feet, right? No, I'm ready. Hope you're ready, brother. Unlimited experience there. You are never around a day again. Let's go. Ya está aquí. Unlimited is unlimited.
We all have dreams that we are chasing, goals we're striving for, and loved ones we want to provide for. There is one thing that can provide you with a sense of security and empowerment. That is planning for the future and starting to save. Just as a tree starts as a seed and grows with time, your savings will grow. It's never too early or too late to take that crucial step towards securing your future. Saving is not just about putting money aside. It's a promise to yourself and your loved ones that you are taking control of your destiny. It all begins with a plan and the commitment to save, no matter how big or how small. Educate yourself about different savings options to help you achieve your plans. Remember, no matter where you are on your journey, the key is to start. Every step you take towards planning and saving is a step towards empowerment and peace of mind. Talk to your loved ones about your goals and dreams. Create a roadmap for a brighter future. That tree you planted now provides shade and shelter for your dreams. Embrace the power of planning for your future and starting to save. Your dreams are waiting, and your journey to a brighter tomorrow begins today. Plan today, save for tomorrow.
A message from the Central Bank of Belize. For more information, visit our website at centralbank.org.bz.
Atlantic Insurance informs our valued customers and the general public that effective September 18th, 2023, our corporate headquarters and Belcan branch will be moving. Our new location, the Atlantic Insurance Tower, located at 2.5 miles Philip Polson Highway. All our phone numbers will remain the same. Our Colette and Albert branches will remain at their existing locations. Join the Atlantic Insurance family today and experience the future of insurance. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
This ad is brought to you by the People's Constitution Commission.
Let's participate. Number one customer. How you do today?
Alright. Just make I get the usual, right?
Alright. The only thing is that the price gone up by $1.50.
But it gone up again? So like every day you want to raise your price, brother, man.
Oh my God.
Now what kind of ham you use now? You use flying pig?
The food too expensive for you then, boss.
I know me right to the chance, man.
No worry about rights and pay for your food, boss.
You see the mentality where he got that will land you right in a trouble. No be like he when you care about the rights and things. People I want to understand something. The People's Constitution Commission is launching their survey at the Belize High School Debate Scholars 2023 in Belize City. And this whole reason is because they want to know when you're not interested in when you want to change in the commission because of your future. Only you could take a hold on that, alright? So I want to fill out this survey so you can have a better life and so they could PCC could do what they're supposed to do. Alright?
You have that ready, boss.
Wait, hold on. I want $85 for your hot dog, but I want you fill out the survey first.
Send me the link.
Alright, very good. Make I get it.
Oh my God.
How is this supposed to be? How you want to sell me hot dog when I have no hot dog? And I have two things sausage, brother.
Don't you talk to me so. I have the right to peace and silence.
It's time for you, me, and all our ways. This ad is brought to you by the People's Constitution Commission.
Since 1963, the Development Finance Corporation has been there for Belize, strengthening and growing our nation's economy. We have planted ourselves as your financial institution in education, home mortgage, sustainable energy,